Hello, fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today for my monthly goals update check-in. This is going to be sort of a little mini whip and chat, so I've got something to work on just so there's something on screen for you guys to watch while I go through all of my goals and how I did on them in February. So I'm going to rearrange things a bit. I'm going to be working on her wings right here, so I'm going to move things around to zoom in so you can see, and then I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. As usual, guys, I will be sticking all of these up on the screen, so if you want to work or you can just listen, either way, happy to have you here. Before I get started, if you could do a couple things for me, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon. Also, if you're not a member of my Facebook group or page, you can find the links for those in the description box below, as well as my Instagram. Would love to see you over there. I am trying to get better about Facebook and posting pictures in there, but I also post on Instagram pretty frequently so that you can see projects as I'm working on them. Sometimes there might even be little sneak peeks in the group, the Facebook group, of what I'm doing before it shows up on the channel. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, would love to have you along. All right, I'm just going to jump in. My goals. I really only have 5 goals this year, which is down from last year. The first one is the same. This is my diamond painting mastery goal. I'm trying to get to 10,000 hours of diamond painting, which admittedly is going to take me a while. I wish I had thought to keep track of how many hours I had before I started doing this, because I didn't start the channel until 2021, but I diamond painted before that. And I did some pretty big projects, so I might have hours to add in. Maybe at some point I'll go back and do that. I want to reach 1,000 hours, 10,000 hours, so 1,000 hours for this year. January, because of our trip to Canada and everything, I didn't get as many hours in as I wanted, which was disappointing. I only had like 32 hours in January. February, I did better. I worked on some big projects, including my Oraloa that I will be showing you guys shortly. The June fee that I finished, it is finished now, so I'll be sharing the finish of that with you. Yeah, so I got some things done. So for the month of February, I had 73 hours and 5 minutes spent diamond painting, which is double what I got done in January, so I'm feeling good about that. When you add that to my January total, that means for the year so far, I am sitting at 104 hours and 18 minutes spent diamond painting. So I'm feeling good about that. I wish I could get more than 100 hours done in a month, but I've also got some big projects, and because of the way I track time, won't get counted until they're done, which is fine. So hopefully it'll all even out. And I just said that, you guys, and I realized I didn't start a timer for this. That's okay, I'll figure it out. Okay, so diamond painting hours for February, 104 hours and 18 minutes. My second goal is finishes, and I want to have 50 finishes this year. I finished more than that last year, thanks in large part to my September challenge, but I did finish more than that last year. It may be a struggle for me to get that many done this year because I'm doing so many larger paintings. At least that's my plan. So I'll have to see how that works out. But for the month of February, I managed to finish 3 things. I did have 6 finishes previously, so that puts me at 9 total so far. And I finished, let's see, and all 3 items. So I'm sitting at 9 finishes for 2023. And then that brings me to my third goal, which is my artist series. And last month, my artist series was sitting at 1, which did not make me happy. But I have since decided to kind of adapt and adjust my goal for the artist series. So I added, the reason I was even at 1 was because I added my Pixie Sticks Mermaid from Diamond Art Club that I had finished to my list because I had never done a piece of artwork by Pixie Sticks before. So I added that to my list. My 3 finishes for February, only one of them was on my original listing, and that was my Penguin Trio, which I finished. I think it turned out really cute, and I'm really happy with it. So that's one of the 3 finishes. And then I finished another Diamond Art Club called Enchanted Forest, which was a really cute Safina art image with a unicorn drinking from a stream and some cute little squirrels. I've never done anything by Safina Art before, so that went on my artist series list, even though she was not on there originally. And then also my finish of June Fee, which was my Orloa sneak peek. I decided to also put on the list because it was an artist that I have never done any of her artwork before. So yeah, I went from 1 to 4, which is feeling pretty good. So I'm on track. Even though they're not kits that were initially on my list, they qualify for it. So, you know, if that means I have to bump some other things to get done later or next year, then I'm cool with that. Like you said, some of you suggested that maybe I should make the artist series and multi-year thing. So I may be doing that. So I feel like I'm on track for my artist series. I'm sitting at 4 and I'm 2 months in, so that feels good. My next item, my next goal is my budget. Last year, I went way over budget. The year before that, I didn't have a budget and I spent way too much money. So this year, I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful. I did very well, I felt, last month. This month, while I stayed within budget, part of the reason I stayed within budget was because I was way under budget for January. And admittedly, some unexpected things happened. I did not expect to be buying any kits from Craftably. However, as many of you I'm sure know, they were having some issues. And so I ended up buying some kits to help support them. It sounds like everything went really well for them, so I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them to stay around. I really like Craftably kits. I think they have very good drills and a lot of nice images. So I have 3 kits coming from them. And then I bought some tools for myself and some AB drills for this particular kit that I'm working on. As you can see, I'm not going to make the finish. This kit I was doing for the Meekathon, and I didn't get it done before the end of February, but that's okay. It's actually going really well. It's going much more quickly than I thought it would, and I'm really enjoying it. I love this steampunk image. The blacks, which I had been, part of the reason I had been avoiding this kit was because I thought the blacks were going to be terrible. They have not been that at all. I'm really having a lot of fun trying to figure out where I want to put in all the ABs that I bought to add them. And typically for me, I will go through and I'll just pick colors of ABs and, you know, colors that match the colors in the kit, and then I'll just sub in those. I actually bought some metallic ones, and so trying to figure out where I want to stick those and how to make them look good has been challenging, which has been fun. And with this kit, I like this kit enough that I may, if I don't like it, I may go back and fix it. There's a lot of kits that I'm just, once I'm done, I'm done. I'm just going to move on to the next thing. This one, we'll see. I'm taking a little bit more time with it than I probably would have normally because I'm adding in the ABs, but I'm also really enjoying this kit. I have to say, I basically went through and used the method that Jess recommended of doing a bunch of the black first because it's all outlines and making it feel more like a coloring book, which I love coloring books, so I'm all about that. And then filling in all the colors, and it really has made the process so much more enjoyable. The black drills, like I said, I had been dreading because I thought they wouldn't be great, but they've been fine. Okay, and I got completely off track there, but my point was I bought AB drills for this kit. So I spent $41.39 on AB drills for this particular kit. I spent $197.84 on kits. I bought kits from Craftably, and then I also couldn't resist and splurged and bought myself some more Paint Gem minis so that I can do those at some point. So I have those, and then I bought some tools, just a couple of tips, and honestly, I don't even remember what the other thing was, but I bought something, maybe a tray, I don't know, something. And I spent $21.89 on those. So for February, I spent a grand total of $261.12, which means out of my $2,400 budget, I have $2,019.67 left. which I'm feeling pretty good about because I didn't spend, basically my $2,400 budget gives me $200 a month. I didn't spend that $200 in January, so though I spent a little bit over in February, it evens out. My total for the 2 months of the year so far is $380.33, which is under the $400 I had budgeted for myself. Admittedly, not a ton under my budget, but it is under my budget, so I'm going to count that as a win. And I'm on track for if I want to buy something next month. I've got an extra, you know, $20 in there that I can spend towards something if I want to. So yeah, feeling pretty good about the budget so far. And then my last goal is to reduce my stash. Now, admittedly, I have not done great at that this month because I bought 5 additional kits. I bought my 3 Craftably, which I have not received yet, and then I bought my 2 Paint Gem minis, which I have received. So I added 5 to my stash. However, I did finish 2 things out of my stash. I finished my Enchanted Forest and I finished my Penguin Trio. Those were both in my stash at the beginning of the year. I didn't count the June fee because that did not arrive until after the beginning of the year, so I wasn't counting that one. So I've added 5 and subtracted 2, which means I'm plus 3 at the moment, which is not great, admittedly, but I'm going to give myself some grace. Like I said, I hadn't intended to buy any kits at all. Craftably sale came up, and like I said, I really like them as a company, and so I wanted to support them, so I bought a couple of kits from them, 3 kits from them. And then my Paint Gem minis, I had not intended to buy those either, but they had some new sets come out. They were on sale because they were new releases, and also I bought them when they were having their Valentine's Day sale, so they were on sale for even more, and I just couldn't resist. I got the ocean one and I got the rainbow one. So I'm hoping to do, I'm saving the rainbow one for Pride Month. That's also my month for DP for pets, but I'm going to sneak those in because they're pretty small. They're cute. I may do 2 sets during my DP for pets. I'll sneak in the rainbow ones for Pride, and then I'll do the dog ones for my DP for pets in June. That sounds like a plan. I should probably write that down so I remember it. Okay, and then my last one, which isn't really a goal, but I just like to keep you guys updated on it, is my random acts of kindness. I think I mentioned in my last whip and chat that I finally got all of the kits from my 12 Days of Christmas sent away, so those are all gone. And I did also manage to send out 15 random acts of kindness in February, and hopefully in the next day or so I'm going to be working on another batch of those, so in March I will have even more. But 15 sent out in February, and that gives me 27 for 2023, so I'm feeling good about that. Overall, so far this month, I'm feeling really good about how things are going. We'll see if that keeps up for the year, but so far, that's where I'm at. So those are my goals. That's where I'm at. That's how I did for the month of February. I will, of course, be back next month with another update so I can share with you guys how I did with my goals during the month of March. If you guys have set diamond painting goals, leave me a comment down below and let me know how you're doing. I would love to see not only what your goals are, but help encourage you along. I think that's what the diamond painting community is for us to encourage each other. So yeah, love to help be your cheerleader and cheer you on to whatever goals you're trying to meet. All right, I think that's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. Hit that subscribe button. That helps me out even more. And hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.